Okay, I'm just showing you that because we are in my room. Actually, we're not in the dialysis center, and I'm not alone. I have a individual nurse that's with me. So anyway, I'm just telling y'all what's going on. We thought I was going to get out of here today, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. What they were trying to do is find a chair for me. I told her what that means. You get a chair, that's where you go like every week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever your day is. But then they have to give you a time. And that's what's been slowing me down is I've got a chair, I just got to get a time. So when you first get to the hospital, they want to do skin, a skin assessment on you. Well, you know, I had lost my right leg to an amputation caused by bone disease. But in like 2013, I lost my big toe on my left foot. It was right before we moved in with Elias. We were moving and I hurt the bottom of my foot. I have neuropathy, so I didn't feel it as bad as I should have. So anyway, long story short, we were helping Elias fix up the house, and one night I went home to the apartment and I noticed there was a black spot on the outside of my toe. Well, it didn't hurt or anything. It didn't stink. It didn't hurt. It wasn't doing anything. So I left it alone, but I made an appointment at my doctor's the next day. Well, Stephanie, my boss at the time, she had made an appointment for herself at her gynecologist, and she really needed to go. So I said, hey, you go first, and then I'll do my appointment in the afternoon. And so she agreed to that. Well, I was in the office pretty much alone all day, and I kept smelling dead flesh. I'm like, something smells dead. So I picked up Katie from school, and I told my boss that I'm not coming back. I'm going, pick up Katie, and the thing is fogging up. Hold on. Okay, so I was telling her, I'm going to pick up Katie, and then we're just going to go home. She said, fine. So I pick up Katie, we go to our doctor, and it was back when Grocery Supply had a clinic in the parking lot, so you could just, go there and they would take the cost of the visit out of Elias' check. So it was perfect. So we did that, and by the time I got there, y'all, they took my shoe off and my toe was dead. I mean, it was black, and it smelled like death, rotten flesh. So they're like, okay, well, you're going to have to lose this one. So we went home, made arrangements for Katie to be able to go to school the next day and everything. Thank you, Maddie's mother. So we did that, and we went to Memorial Hermann, and they amputated the toe after a couple days. All right, so fast forward. The foot had always been giving me trouble. So that's when I found Dr. Faulkner. He was the podiatrist with Southwest Memorial who was taking care of it for me. And so every week we'd have to go and get it debrided. They take the old skin off and shine it up like a new penny. Well, that was the left foot, y'all. So during that time, I noticed that I was having pain in my right foot. And when I would touch it, it would be real mushy. So one day before I left, I said, hey, doctor, can you look at this foot as well? Something's going on with it. And he did. It had a hole in it. So we started treating that, the best that we could. We would go to the clinic every week. Hold on. Okay, so anyway, I'm not really sure where we were because a lot's been going on. But I was telling y'all about how I had hurt my foot, and then I hurt the other foot, and that was the one that Dr. Faulkner was focusing on not losing. Of course, we wound up losing it anyway. But the wound on the left, We were debriding it and everything was going well, and so we just kind of slacked off on it. Well, I heard it again. I reheard it. Let me think when it was I reheard it. Okay. When Patricia, Mom, and I went down to Corpus, and I told Joe I was getting him back in the car, and I swiveled. Well, when I swiveled, I tore flesh off of the bottom of that wound. Now I've been fighting it myself, trying to repair it because you can take this off because I don't want to lose my foot again. I don't want the bad words. Oh, yeah, gotta go. I don't think that I can handle it. So, when we were here, the first things they want to do is a skin assessment, and that's when she found it. I told y'all. She saw it. She was really sweet. Excuse me. Excuse me. She was really sweet and kind of promised me that she would keep it to herself. And, she gave me some stuff to bandage it and gave me some advice on how to treat it. But she said it was looking really good. I was doing a good job on my own. Well, yeah, I've had it forever. I know, I know how to treat it. So then the next night, this little girl walks in with one of these Doppler machines where they take it and they're listening for a heartbeat to and for your circulation, to see how strong the heartbeat is. Well, I could hear it. I knew it would start off good at the top and mellow down as we got down to the ankle, which of course it did. But she didn't, tell me. I'm like, is that bad? And she said, no, I hear a heartbeat. Okay. So that made me feel more secure. Then the next night, a lady came in and did my arms. And I said, who gave you the order to do my arms? And she said it was the same doctor that gave the other lady the order to do my legs. So I'm like, I'm already not kind of liking this. I wasn't looking for treatment. I just kind of, maybe some advice about what to use or whatever. But I should have known better. So the doctor came in tonight. He's a funny guy. His name is Arnold, but he says, call me Arnie. And he's from Pennsylvania. He knew right off that I was born in West Virginia, which was like, wow, really? I've been here since 72, dude. You still picked that up? But he was really nice, and he was explaining to me things that they can do to possibly save the foot, So I was like, okay, let's do that. Is that my phone ringing? Okay, good, because it's not over here. I hate that. So they were talking about, like, an MRI. They were going to do an MRI. All right, that's fine. I've had one of those. So then, about 30 minutes later, another doctor comes in, and he's affiliated with Dr. Arnold. And of course, he's the one who's the bearer of bad news. And he says they found some kind of infection, they don't know what, on the side of my groin, down, Yeah, and I was like, well, how the hell do you get that? Apparently it's been there a while. But that might be the reason I'm having all the diarrhea. I don't know. So when I first got here, I'm not trying to be real graphic, but I know there are people that need to know. When I first got here, I was constipated. I was building up a lot of pressure. Usually I have horrible diarrhea or I'm just constipated. So I was constipated. They gave me some Miralax yesterday morning at 10 a.m. By 3, it still hadn't worked. So I asked the nurses, hey, how long does this Miralax take to work? They're like, oh, it should have worked by now. And they were thinking about what else could they give me. And I said, well, lactulose works really good. I mean, if you were ever constipated, y'all, ask your doctor for some lactulose and you can free up a whole country, okay? A whole third country. You just free them up. So I took it and it worked. But the thing is, after I took it, every meal after that, I would go too. And it's not just, oh, you have diarrhea. It is clean the bed, clean yourself, filthy, stinky diarrhea. So that's why when the guy came and was doing my dialysis, it started happening. I need to sit up because I can feel it's going to happen again if I don't sit up. Hold on. Let me elevate. But I called the nurses station at 6:30, and the shifts don't change until 7. So they knew about it, but they didn't tell anybody. So I've been sitting here in my poop for what, almost 2.5 hours, and it just would keep coming. It was horrible, 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 horrible. So anyway, finally, the guy leaves, and I get a CNA or personal care assistant to come in and help me, and she's real sweet. She never bitches about it. She was here last night and had to help me out, but it's embarrassing. I mean, it is. It's embarrassing, and still not knowing when I'm going to get to go home. I want to go home. I didn't intend for this to last this long. It's wacky, crazy, it's boring, it's lonely. You can't eat or drink anything. It's like, I'll just hang out here and twiddle my thumbs. So, I'm not going home tomorrow, I know that, because they told me not to eat or drink anything after midnight so that they could do the MRI, and then they're talking about a CAT scan as well, which y'all know, I just had these things. I just had them like a month and a half ago through Dr. Pandy, so I don't know what they think they're going to find. I don't know. It's not that I'm scared, because I feel like everything is probably fixable. It's just having to go through it all. I don't want to go through it all. My mom needs me to do some things for her, but now I can't because I'm laid up in here. There's things I was hoping to help Katie with and she was going to help me with, but there again, I'm stuck in here. So anyway, that's my sob story for Monday night, the end of March, 2022. And what's really funny is I always get sick, like the first 3 to 6 months of the year. I'd say probably 3 to 5 months. It's always like that. I don't know what it is about me and my body, just not wanting to cooperate. Maybe it has something to do with the cooler weather. I don't know. Y'all can figure out. Send me a message. Let me know. But I'm really tired. I'm going to try to get some rest before all this stuff goes down. Okay, guys? All right. Thanks for listening. Bye.